Look who took a month off of YouTube and has finally resurfaced. Hi. We have had a month of really exciting stuff happening, and as a result the YouTube videos had to slip, but we're back. Fear not. We had a really, I feel like in September I did the whole like wellness September and really wanted to put a bunch of extra videos out and really focus on like the wellness vibe and really looking after ourselves. October I ceased to exist, but never in November, and there's this whole thing going on about no nonsense November, and I'm here for it. Number one, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you will not know that I've dyed my hair. Now, this happened, how often does this happen that I come on here and I'm like, oh, I've changed my hair, I've dyed my hair, I've done something to my hair. It's always temporary. I go through phases every now and then. It happens when I get really stressed and really overwhelmed with like life. I attack my hair, and this time I went for this like copper hair dye. It's by Bleach London. It's not an ad, I just bought it on ASOS, and it washes out, so that's okay. It lasts between 2 and 30 washes, which is quite a lot. It's quite the discrepancy there. So it will not last forever. Do I like it? Yeah. Do I love it? No. So honestly we're just going to go with it until it washes out. But the winter arc is arcing. I must say that, do you know what, I've got quite a lot to say. Got a lot to say right now. Let's just recap and catch up, because like I said, I've not been here for a month. We've just been really overwhelmed with a lot of other things. So if you do follow me on Instagram, you will have seen on my Instagram stories. Number one, I am completely redoing my app. So those of you that know, I have a fitness app, a health app, a recipe app, Naturally Stephanie, and it is my pride and joy. I've had it for 2 years now. It evolved from my membership website that was Vegan Aesthetics. I've had the app for 2 years. I absolutely love it. It's everything. Like, my app is my main business. Like, that is what I put all of my time and effort into, besides my social media like content creation. But I had really big plans for the app, and just with the people that I've been working with the past 2 years, the plans could not really come to fruition, especially without massive budget. And I'm not I don't have massive budget, okay? So we are a small app, a small business, and I wanted to make the product obviously as best as it can possibly ever be within my means. And I have found the best company that I've been working with for the past probably like 6 months now. We have created the app. Like, we've totally stripped back what the purpose of the app is supposed to be, what my actual messaging on social media is supposed to be. Like, everything has just been rebranded. We've realigned our messaging. We have brought features that I didn't even know were possible. They weren't even on my grand plan until this company were like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do it. When I say company, it's like an app company that I am working with to bring my app to life. We've nailed it. It is absolutely perfect. So I said on Instagram stories, for those of you that are already on the app, you should be getting emails and contacting you to tell you how we're going to be moving you onto the new app. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not going to say too much about it because it's not going to be ready for another month or so. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, that in case you missed it on my Instagram stories and you are on the Naturally Stephanie app currently, please check your emails, because we are moving you over to the new platform and the new app. And I'm so excited about it, but that is where I have been, because creating a new app is actually harder than creating your first app, because you have an existing product and you're trying to just move everything and then do new stuff, and wow. So that, combined with motherhood, has been extremely overwhelming, but we're on the right path, we're on the right road, and you guys are going to be mind blown, because I was mind blown by my own product, never mind you guys. Like, this is literally, you're not going to need anything else on your fitness journey, on your health journey, on your vegan journey, your weight loss journey, your weight gaining journey, your muscle building journey, your overall wellness, positive, confident self journey. You're literally not going to need anything else. But that's all I'm going to say about it right now. But yeah, aside from that, the month of November is extremely busy. So it was Adam's birthday, not November, October. October's extremely busy. It's like, it's my birthday, then it's Halloween, then it's Adam's birthday, and then before you know it, we're now in like the start of November, and it's like, oh my god, people are talking about Christmas. Personally, I can't talk about Christmas yet. That's too early for me. But here we are. But aside from the work side of things, as we know, it's winter arc season, where the last 3 months of the year are normally where we're all a bit defeated. We're a bit like, oh, cozy season, couch potato season, movies and extra snacks season, and we kind of give up on the goals. But this year everybody said no. Winter arc is upon us, where we are spending October, November and December locking in, making goals and smashing them over the next few months, rather than waiting for New Year. So by the time New Year comes around, you're so far ahead of the game and you're so prepared and so ready, and actually more so that you're not overwhelmed, so it doesn't come to January and you hit that whole, oh my god, New Year resolutions, and get all like flustered and feel like you're trying to like achieve so much. Start now. If you've not started yet, start now. It's only November, you can still start. So with that, I've been doing obviously my Fit Girl Fall Challenge, which is the current challenge on my app. You guys have been loving it. I love all the feedback, all the pictures, all the DMs, absolutely everything. So we have been doing well on our winter arc. I have had to readjust my goal, because my goal was just to obviously like really go in all in, but I, as you know, I've had a few issues since having a damn baby, man. It's been 15 months, why are we still having issues? This is the reality of postpartum, right? And I know a lot of you aren't interested in this stage of life, right? But it's obviously relevant in my life, so I have to mention it. But as you know, if you're keeping up, I basically, since I got my period back, which was about 8 or 9 months ago now, every single month I get violently ill. And it's the most bizarre thing. It's right around ovulation, I have like absolute excruciating pain in my stomach, and it's not like cramp, it's not cramp, it's honestly, I had to get my appendix checked, I've had ultrasounds, I've had blood tests, I've had smear tests, I've had it all, right? I've had it all, I've had everything checked. And essentially, right around the time of ovulation, every single month, violent pains, like stomach pains, and then I am sick for a 24-hour period every hour or two. But I don't eat anything, I don't drink anything, and it's literally just bile at this point. But I am sick at least 10 to 12 times. And I am absolutely scunnered from it. Is that a Scottish word? I'm done in from it, basically. I can't walk, I can't lie down, I can't sleep. I literally crawl around on all fours, and that sounds dramatic, and I'm not a dramatic person, right? With pain and things like that, like I laboured unmedicated for 2 days, right? 2 days. This is 10 times worse. It is awful, it is horrendous, and I don't know. We're thinking, so I've been to the doctors literally about 4 times for it now. I've been to the hospital, I've been everywhere, and they're just concluding that my hormones have just not settled back down. Obviously I was breastfeeding as well, and I only stopped breastfeeding now about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago now, and we're just thinking, honestly, it's hormonal, things just haven't settled back down to where they're supposed to be, and thus when it's around time of ovulation, you're just getting this wave, and it is just making you so ill, which is lovely. Not. And the problem is, I am training so hard and eating so well and doing the winter arc solid for 3 weeks, and I am smashing it, and I'm seeing what I want to see, and then this hits me, and as much as the actual sickness and pain only lasts 24 hours, that is exhausting, and it has a knock-on effect for a few days where like I'm not really wanting to eat the same the next day, I don't go to the gym for a few days. It basically knocks me for like half the week. So it's kind of thrown me a wee bit, you know, and it's very not demotivating. It's very, what's the word? It just puts a downer, you know, and I'm not a negative person, I'm really not a negative person, and I just feel like it's just putting a bit of a dampener on things when it happens, and it's just brutal. So we're kind of trying to work through that. I'm hoping now that the breastfeeding stopped, that my cycle and my hormones just start to regulate themselves. But anyway, that's kind of what's been going on. We've had a really busy couple of months just trying to do all this app stuff, and then we're winter arcing, but then the hormones are going to go and slapping you about. So aside from that, that's where we're at. But obviously, aside from the whole winter arc, I keep seeing people talking about no nonsense November, so we're kind of pairing up winter arc and no nonsense November. I am not doing anything extra in November for that. I know some people are like saying they're not drinking alcohol. I don't drink alcohol regularly enough to say I'm not going to drink alcohol, or they're just, you know, they're making extra commitments to things to feel their best. I feel like all the things I'm doing for my intended winter arc are enough. Like, there's nothing else I feel like I can add on without then being a bit unrealistic. So welcome to no nonsense November. What I am actually going to do with that is try and commit more to YouTube, because as we know, we've not been here for a month. So welcome to what I'm hoping is going to be a bit of a weekly vlog, not a full week, because today is Thursday and I want this video to go up on Sunday. So my 2 commitments for no nonsense November is 1, making sure we are consistent with YouTube, and number 2, one thing I did mention on Instagram story yesterday, we're really committing to the idea of a bulk and gaining muscle mass. It's very easy to not, this isn't the word choice I want to use, because I don't struggle to eat. I do not struggle to eat at all, except when this illness hits me, so that kind of throws me off a wee bit in terms of trying to like be gaining the muscle and stuff. But we are really committing to making sure that we are in a constant calorie surplus to be to be growing muscle mass. So I'm gonna make a snack right now, because this is the snack that if I add this in, I'm in the calorie surplus. This is not a high calorie snack or like something you should only eat if you're trying to gain weight. It's just an extra meal. I actually want to say it's more than a snack, because it's a few things. It's my kind of 4th meal of the day, and I'm going to have it now post lunch. I've made it before, but it's a wee bit extra. It's a wee bit extra. So as you know, I love these Alpro plant protein yogurts, these ones here. There's 15 grams of protein in these. I have one of these. I have a bunch of fruit in it. I'm going to do strawberries right now. I do a my protein baked cookie, but I also made homemade granola, right? I made homemade chocolate granola, chocolate and cashew granola. There's not much left. The recipe was from Minimalist Baker, and I'm putting this on as well. It's just extra. It's extra calzones. So I'm going to make that right now, have that as a snack. Today's actually a rest day for me. I really want to take the camera to the gym tomorrow and see if I can film my workouts for you, because like I said, we've been doing some stuff. We're on a muscle building journey, and do you know what, guys, this is the thing, right, because I actually had a bit of a creative flop recently with social media, and I was just like, I don't really know, you know, where you kind of lose your focus as to what you want to be posting about. And I think, do you know what I think did it for me was TikTok, because I feel like TikTok is so lifestyle and like everyday life focused that I was like, oh, I might start creating content like that. But then I was kind of feeling a bit of a slump, because I thought, well, that's actually not really, obviously I like doing bits like that here and there, and obviously adding bits of life into like YouTube and things like that, but I just felt like it's not really giving me my purpose of sharing like being vegan and plant-based and going to the gym and fitness and all that kind of stuff, and just overall health and wellness. So I definitely had a look at my social media, and I was like, I definitely want to make sure I am still providing you guys with that kind of content, with obviously lifestyle mixed in, because I know a lot of you are kind of in both camps, where you're like, oh no, we still want to know what's going on in your life, but at the same time, like, take us to the gym and, you know, tell us what you're eating for your lunch, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to keep that in mind when making my content, that I want to make sure I'm still giving you guys like tips and tricks and advice and help with your health and fitness journey, because at the end of the day, that's why I'm here. But yeah, I have rebranded, like I said, my app, and I think the messaging and just the look of it and everything is just going to be perfect. So I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm just excited about it. Can you even see this? The yogurt, the strawberries. Wee. Do you know how quickly I run out of fruit right now, because Blake loves it? Like, our favourite thing is grapes. We obviously chop them up into like 16 pieces. Do you know how long it takes me to chop grapes in the morning? Because I literally chop it so small, and I give her, I think she likes, she normally does about 10 to 12 grapes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but see, by the time you chop that into about 16 bits of grape, she's eaten it for about 3 hours. Anyway, homemade granola. I'm really focusing on like healthy fats and stuff just now as well, like cashews, chia seeds, avocados, nut butter, olive oil, just to really help with the hormone imbalance that I've clearly got going on in my body. So that's been fun. I did actually post an Instagram story. I only do half of a cookie because they're quite dense, and honestly it fills me up a bit too much, you know, and then that way they last me 2 days as well. I did post an Instagram story yesterday. This one is for the ladies. I need advice on what you're doing for contraception, right? Because I've never been on the pill. I'm not interested in being on the pill, just obviously because it's like synthetic hormones and it just messes up your natural cycle and all the rest of it. But my natural cycle's already messed up right now, but obviously I want that to level out and get back to normal and do its own thing. So the pill for me is ideally not the choice. I do use natural cycles, and that's what I've always used. I've always tracked my cycle and my period and ovulation, and obviously based my activity around that, and that's always worked for me. I actually was able to use it. Well, actually that's not true, because when we decided that we were open to the idea of Blake, we just stopped doing anything. I didn't track my ovulation and then focus on the ovulation. I didn't want stress or anything like that. We left it to the universe, quite frankly. But obviously I have been using it for years to avoid pregnancy, and it has worked for me perfectly because I've always had a consistent cycle. I've never had issues with my period in my life. That's why this annoys me so much, this postpartum, these issues, because never in my life have I had a bad period, a heavy period, cramp at my period. I get chocolate cravings and tired, and that is it. But no, obviously it's all over the place now, so as a result I can't really rely on cycle tracking and ovulation tracking to avoid future babies right now, because my cycle isn't where it's supposed to be. So please, what are we doing for your contraception? I know a lot of people mentioned on Instagram that they had the copper IUD. I don't know anything about that. I need to look into it. Number one though, do I want something just sitting in my body? Oh my god, I don't know if I could walk around in the day and know that that was in there. Like I would pass it. You know how people have that thing in their arm? My cousin showed me that once and I nearly spewed. I could not have that in my body. Like, I'm squeamish with stuff like that. And then obviously that's non-hormonal, but I think it still interrupts your periods and things. Honestly, I don't know. I'm actually here for advice. Normally I like to think that I'm the big sister and I like to give you guys advice now that I'm obviously of age to be classed as an internet big sister. But I need you guys to give me your tips, or like what advice you have regarding like the best form of contraception right now, because we're not in the place to be looking to have any more babies right now. So with that being said, here is the bowl of goodness. It's actually massive. This is massive, it's delicious, and it's honestly, it sorts out your sweet cravings and it fills you up, it leaves you satisfied. It's great. It is quite a hefty snack by the time I add the granola in as well, but it's perfect. So I'm going to have this and I will look at it with you soon. So I just got my weekly. I wouldn't even say this is weekly because sometimes things cross over from the week before, but this is this week's shop. I go to Tesco, or Tesco delivers to me, if you're wondering, if you're in the UK, where I buy my stuff from. I've made some changes to my food shop and I want to show you what they are. So there's staples all the time, like tofu, always a staple, other kinds of tofu, baked beans, things like spaghettis. This is always the bread I get, the Jason's sourdough. This brand of bread is like the cleanest, best bread ever. Fruit wise, I actually have a lot of frozen fruit. Staples, we've got like just general rice. I do buy microwave rice, it's just easy, it's just convenient, it's perfectly portioned, all the rest. I always get almond milks. Fruit wise, so I buy the Pink Lady apples. I do also have a massive box of dates in the fridge, but I've been buying a lot of frozen fruit and making smoothies. It's just easier, the fruit's not going off, Blake likes it as well, and I never buy frozen veg, right? I've always found it watery. Oh, I got a watermelon as well. I always find it watery, but I've changed the way I cook it and it's no longer watery. So now I'm buying all my vegetables frozen. I buy stir fry, I buy just regular farmhouse mixed, corn on the cobs. It is the season for roast potatoes, and yes, Aunt Bessie's are vegan. But things, I hate mushrooms, but Adam loves them. Frozen mushrooms. Frozen pre-chopped onion will change your life. Because number one, you buy an onion, you cut some of it off, and then the rest of it goes off, or it stinks out your fridge, blah de blah de blah. Frozen vegetables, and apparently frozen veg is actually better for you, like it actually keeps all the nutrients. So we have that. Then we've got the obvious, like I love these yogurts, as you know. I've literally just made one. More Alpro yogurts because Blake likes these wee ones. Mini rice because that's what she eats portion wise, and then some pain au chocolat. We like a little treat, as do we like some crisps. I actually don't really eat crisps, Adam likes them, but here we are. And then of course like avocados. So this is just a kind of, I mean, this is a weekly shop, but it just doesn't seem like a lot. What's missing? Well, we've obviously got things like oats that I didn't need to buy because I have them from last time. Protein powders, creatine, sauces, for example. I did also buy Magnums, which cost like £4.50. But yeah, so I have these. Let me just look in my fridge. So I've got pasta sauce still in here. I've got lazy garlic still in here. I do have another milk in here. We've got orange juice. Here's the dates I was talking about. Butter, we just got that. And then like I said, I've still got my oats. Like this has still got like half a box, plus we've got this bag. We've got the protein powder, cocoa powders, chia seeds. So we're really pretty much stocked already. So £80 is on the cheaper side. I normally feel like if I'm doing a full shop, it's like £100 for the week. So here we are. But I do highly recommend trying out frozen veg because A, cheaper, B, apparently fresher, and C, lasts so much longer. So here we are. Dinner a bit earlier than normal, but it's still light, so I thought if I make it now I can film it because it gets so dark at like 4:30 and I'm just not here for it. So I wanted to make, originally I wanted to make a high protein mac and cheese. Never had macaroni, didn't even have pasta, only had spaghetti, and I thought it's not going to do it. So then I thought, oh, what about like vodka pasta? I just want like a creamy pasta. I also don't have pasta, so we're going for what's it called? Vodka spaghetti, essentially, is what we're doing. And I have like the wee crispy tofu bits that I'm going to mix in with some spinach. I can already smell it. It smells delicious. I will share the recipe I'm following. It's by makeitdairyfree.com, but I have made a few changes, so I will write the recipe in the description box or on the screen as to what my take on their recipe is. Theirs is a vegan one, but there's just a few things that I'm switching out or changing around because I do not have. And also I'm adding in the spinach and the tofu, so I'm in the mood for a creamy carb. Okay guys, it is now the next day. I finished editing this video. We have a new cluster, but hiya. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for still being here after my month off. If you have stuck through this video, like I said, it's no nonsense November and it's winter arc, and it's a time of year where we normally get into slumps, and clearly I've been in a YouTube slump, but hopefully we're back. I did put a post the other day asking about YouTube requests, like if you have anything specific you want to see, let me know. Training, food, lifestyle, anything. So yeah, let me know, comment down below, and thank you so much for watching.